Dundee Street. Would you believe that?
Take your order.
Aye, can I get a large tea, please? Can I get 3 milks, please? Cheers. Here now. Voith, wow, what? Oh my... I can't believe it. This honestly is truly a constant. Voith Transmissions. Oh, from there you could see Jeremy Clarkson's house. In my 1400 mile England Excursion series, I set off from my home Scottish city of Dundee to England's Barrow and Furness, then to the famous YouTuber Mark of Perton Electronics in Wolverhampton. Then I visit London's Kensington, Tottenham, Westminster, Croydon and Brixton, including the famous Electric Avenue areas of London. After London, I then travel to Jeremy Clarkson's Diddley Squat Farm and the local areas. After that, I return back to Barrow and Furness to visit more of Barrow. I hope you enjoy my series and thank you for selecting it. In this episode I visit Jeremy Clarkson's Diddley Squat Farm and local areas. Hello all. So this is the trip to Jeremy Clarkson's Diddley Squat Farm, which is the part of my English excursion holiday. So I'm about 6.5 miles away from it, going by the sat-nav, and it's a lovely bit of the countryside. So I aim to get there before the shop shuts at 4:30. It's only 12:30, so I should have plenty of time. I set off from London earlier this morning, so I'm just making route to Diddley Squat Farm, Clarkson's farm. So what I'll do is I'll put the camera on the camera holder on the windscreen and give you some of the views of the lovely roads that I've been driving so far en route to it. So I'll let you see that. So when I get there, I'll hopefully get a lot of footage of it as well. Hoping the shop will be open. I'll even go into Chipping Norton as well, which is the village, a nearby village, a couple of miles from it. It's the plan. So I've done quite a lot of miles in this excursion. Right, let's get going. Make sure actually I've got everything for some. Just double check. Yeah, that's fine. Now this is a breeze compared to driving in London. If you've watched the earlier episodes of this excursion, you would know that the traffic in London was anything but a breeze to drive through. It was just congested all the time. It didn't matter how much I was going to try through. You need to have the patience of a saint to drive in London, as far as I'm concerned, just due to the volume of traffic. Traffic was just ridiculous. But this is, you couldn't be further from it. This is just so relaxing now. Like, I've never been to this area before. It's not overly far from it's south of Birmingham. Just to show you the map, really. Sort of south-west of Birmingham. It's difficult to really pinpoint it and to explain what it is. But it'll be easier just showing you where the farm is on the map. If I remember, I'll put up a wee pop-up on the video. If not, just Google it up. So,
after 400 yards, turn left, B4022, Charlbury Road. Turn left.
There's lovely farmhouses and that I drove past earlier. Some of the B roads, but I didn't want to start with recording too early because it would just make the video far too long. I've still got 5.5 miles to go before we get to the farm. This is the B4022 that I'm on, by the way. So now the might get rumbling sounds and shakiness on this camera. That's just the camera stand. Might come through that way on the playback, but that's just the way it is at the moment. The shocks, the vibrations just vibrating through the stand, and it's picked up on the phone, the microphone, and also you get maybe minute vibrations just when you're going over the road surfaces, the bumps and that. It's a cheap camera stand, so got a windscreen camera, a phone holder basically.
After 500 yards, bear right.
So try not to make the video too long.
Bear right.
Far. Oh, to the right here. I wonder if Jeremy Clarkson's driven this road before then. Taston Road. Half a mile out.
After 500 yards, turn right, Taston Road.
So we're going an unnamed road at the moment, so we're going to make a turn right onto Taston Road. 240 yards.
Turn right.
That's following the road round. Sweet. Single travel. Yeah, just country lanes. Just went past me there. New Bentley, I wonder if that was somebody with a lot of money. It must be a lot of things that. Somebody with a lot of money. You just think cars, you know, when you go to Clarkson's farm, you know, I just think.
After 400 yards, turn left, B4026, then turn right.
Because I've watched Top Gear, you know. Although he doesn't do Top Gear now, it's the Grand Tour. But Top Gear is just not the same without Jeremy Clarkson, James May, and Richard Hammond. It's not the same as it was. The BBC TV.
Turn left, then turn right.
Speaking of that, I'm scared.
Turn right, Chadlington Road.
It's like some sort of dummy. Right, on Chadlington Road. So 8 minutes, 6 minutes. So I don't want to make the video too long. It's 3 miles. So it's just a lot of driving. I don't want to stretch out too much. Because so what I'm kind of like concerned about is when I get there, when I get to the shop, the queues. I get a feeling it'll probably be a lot of people, a lot of queues. You know, a lot of people with the same idea want to visit the shop. So how long are you going to be waiting in queues for? How do you get, you know, for traffic, getting parked and stuff, getting into the shop? It's not a very big shop. I mean, it's just one big shed or something. I don't know. It's not a big shopping mall. It's not a big shop. It's all like all within just like one sort of room, you know. It's not got any like multi-levels, so I mean, how many people could you cram into it? It must be like a queuing system, and that's what's concerning me. How long am I going to be waiting in a queue to get in? Because there's bound to be a queue. It's not like a shop where you can just walk in and just, you know, I reckon there's going to be a big queue. So, as I say, I set off really early because I didn't know what the traffic was going to be like either leaving London. So I just want to get here before the shop closes, and the earlier I get here the better. So, because obviously any delay in getting here, Chadlington would come in with me. So any delays to get here, plus the big queues.
After 300 yards, turn right, Church Road.
It's a concern. So that's the reason why I left really early. This is quite a nice sort of farm-like village, I suppose. Cottages. Oh.
Turn right.
What terminal is that? Church Road. So 1 3/4 miles away from it. So it shouldn't be. Chipping Norton Road. 800 yards turning right onto. Diddley Squat Farm. Clarkson's Farm. There's Farm Shop. Diddley Squat Shop.
After 200 yards, turn right, Chipping Norton Road.
Stoney Cross.
Turn right.
So that's 10 minutes I've got in the video for driving, so it's only 1.25 miles. I don't really want to, I just don't want to make the video like overly stretched out, you know, but I do want to show you and it's not just for that as well. I like to look back on this myself and see all this area, show my mates, show people this bit of the country that I've been driving through. So I think the more bit of catalogue, the better, because in like documenting more in the area, if I'd switched the video off, you'd miss all this. So I'd rather get as much as I can in, I suppose. The other option, of course, is to record it all and then speed the footage up when it comes to compiling it. But I don't know if I want to. It's easy to miss details when you speed the footage up on the playback. I'm nearly there, I'm only 1 mile away, so I'm actually quite excited. I feel quite excited because what am I going to see when I get there? Who am I going to be? What's it going to be like? You know, I'm going to see Jeremy Clarkson. It's just to get that feeling, that exciting feeling. Because I've watched the series on, I'm currently watching the second series. So I can see stuff up ahead. What is this? 1/2 mile away. And it's on the right. I can see cars parked on the right at the brow of the hill. So I'm kind of suspecting that that's people who's possibly parked there to walk up to the shop. That's what I suspect. I don't know for sure, but I'm going to drive right past anyway. And if I have to, I'll come back here and park wherever. I don't know, but I get a funny feeling. It's 450 yards. I'm quite sure that's people that are visitors, just like myself. I'm guessing what else could it be, you know?
After 300 yards, you have reached your destination. It is on your right.
Yeah, they're going to be in for the show, isn't it? That's the thing. Tottenham house. Gosh. trams, visitors from all over.
You have reached your destination.
Oh,
Chipping
that's it on the
Road.
left.
It is on your right.
Well, no, what I've got in the sat-nav's pointed on the right, but the shop's on the left. And that's just where I put the pinpoint. So ignore what the sat-nav's saying. I can switch it off in here now. But there's a very muddy road. And that's it there. And I suspected there's queues. And there is queues, but there's seats outside. Wow. And here. And at Jeremy Clarkson's Diddley Squat Farm. Now, getting parked is going to be a challenge because, as you can see, it's just a bit of a clusterfuck. It's just mud, cars, people everywhere, and queues. It doesn't look too bad. I've got a few hours before it shuts. But everybody's just all over the shop. So I'm going to have to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight down and park at the other side. Or I might look back round again and park where, because I suspect that the queue starts from down here. So, see, that's as far as it's going to stretch. I was going to try and show you, but I'll show you better when I get out. So this is just boring this bit. They're just queuing up there. I don't know what the heck they're doing. Alright, they're moving now, so I'm going to have to go straight. I'm not going to get parked in there. Damn sure of that. So what's he doing now? Well, I'm just going to do what that Land Rover does and going past. And I'll find somewhere to... Oh no, these cars are actually queuing to get in because they're not parked. So, yeah, this is what I thought it was going to be like. I just knew it'd be just, nose to tail traffic. Absolute, typical. But the challenge is getting. Come on, okay. Right, okay. So he's just, I don't know what he's doing. Oh, he's trying to get in there. Shopping restaurant park. Oh, shopping restaurant parking. Damn, I didn't know that. Shopping restaurant parking, but it's a hell of a muddy. I just saw the sign as it was passing. So what I might do is burrow along this little triangle, and I'll see if I could get in there. Because there's no really anywhere here at the park. I don't know if I should be doing this. Fuck, probably not. No blocking that lorry, so I'll let him through and then I'm going to just go around this triangle and back into there's a car parked on the verge there, but I'm not going to park irresponsibly. So parking, as I saw the sign, at least I'm joining the queue anyway, so I couldn't have just skipped in, and presuming all these cars are going to be going into that left one. Now, either I'm going to get parked in there or I'll just go down where the cars were at the side of the road, park down there and walk up. Either or, I'll have to do something. But I've got plenty of time. I've allowed for plenty of time. It's only 12:48. The shop says it shuts at 4:30, so I've got, but believe you me, that time will fly in because of the queuing system. So I'll just leave the boring bits out now, and the next footage that I do will be in and around the shop, Diddley Squat shop. So I'll just switch this bit of the video off. This is just boring bits, so it's not really exciting. Okay, right, so we'll see you in a bit. I'm in this other car park now. It's muddy as anything. There's a car there slipping, stuck in the mud because it's wet mud. This is front wheel drive, so the secret is just to keep very steady on the accelerator. Don't put power on it because it's an open diff. The wheels will just spin. I've parked this way so I could roll out. There was a car slipping like anything in the mud. Not that I blame it. Oh, so I just showed you what the actual road surface is like. It's just a mud bath. But this is a car park for the restaurant and shop. So, wow, I just wanted to show you. I'll show you the state of the car park when I get out the surface. It's just a mud bath. Jesus, no, if all the cars are not. Unless you've got a 4x4 diff lock or whatever. As I say, the secret is just to don't put much power on it because cars spinning, wheels are just going to spin like an open diff, unless you've got diff locks or whatnot. This doesn't. So the differential on this is open, so if you put power on it, the wheel with the traction is the one that won't be transmitting. It's the one that has the spinning wheel that'll spin if you don't have a... Now that thing's a machine for it. So you use a 4x4 and probably got all the stiff looks to me. So I've put the car up, it's on a slight incline, I'll be able to roll back. So I'll be able to get out without getting stuck in the mud. What a muddy mess. Right, okay, let's get on with it, let's show you now. It's just a mud bath. So the shop and that's just up there, and I'm going to get myself up there, get into the queue and novelty. Right, I'll let you know how it goes. What I should have done is I should have brought my wellies. I didn't expect it to be this muddy. I should have realised it being a farm shop, so I've just got my ordinary shoes on. But I should have maybe took my hiking boots with me. So it's only mud. Probably imagine why some of the cars chose not to come in here, because A, it wouldn't get in with the mud, it will slip, B, because it's just a mess. This is Friday the 17th of March, and it's probably going to be maybe a wee bit busier being a Friday right enough. I don't know how you get a bus here, but we'll stop beside this farm shop. This is on the other side of the road. We want to chip in Norton. And this is Dudley Squat Farm Shop. Selfie snap with the Dudley Squat in the background. There's one of the bus services at EX9 to Chipping Norton. Go some buses. It's not there solo. Just getting a couple, taking a photograph of them in front of the sign. A lot of people will do that with the sign in the background. Unfortunately, I didn't bring my wellies. I never really thought to do that or bring my hiking boots. I don't know why I forgot to pack them, but I should have realised it would be really muddy, especially with the amount of rain that we've been having. There's a farm after all. So. So there are toilets here as well, for catered for lots of visitors. There's a snack bar or something at the back there. I'll get something out of there as well. Buy stuff out of the shop. So I'm not sure about order. I think I'll go into the shop, get some stuff out of the shop, and then I'll get videos inside it as well, pictures and that, and then I'll go into the back, get that snack bar thing and get a burger or something. Well, with your money, never mind. So get that charger for you as well.
Thank you very much. Is it all over? Here you go. Is that okay?
Just to get that charger in the background as well.
All I can say is scan that in, do your shopping round the back, and you know.
Oh, that smells nice. I wish they'd held off at the services and maybe we'd talk about dinner there. There's still room though, I'll get something for sure. It's just I didn't know how long it'd be before I got here, so I had to have my dinner before because I couldn't be waiting for ages, I couldn't be held up in traffic, there's going to be the road closure. So I'll have plenty of time, but I got here in nice time. But not as hungry as I would have liked to have been, but I'll still, it smells delicious, so I'll still eat something anyway. But yeah, a big queue for getting sat over there. Well, see how long it takes, like, be a big queue. If I wasn't driving, I would have got a pint, but I could buy some beer to take back home with us, like, again. Nice. So I'm in the queue now, the back of the queue, waiting to get served in the shop. I'm going to go into the shop, I'll get stuff out of there, then I'll go down to that burger place, get something to eat there, maybe grab a seat and look at the view. So it's quite a big queue. I'll have to watch for copyright music because there's music playing in the background. But as you can tell, it's just ridiculously muddy. Just put like gravel down or something like that, that'd make it a bit better. You know, or wood chip, and just gravel's probably better. Paving is just mud. So that's the experience of being here. I better watch that music properly.
Oh, is it?
That shop floor must be absolutely manky. Mud.
Yeah.
Just about to set foot into that shop.
We are not going to like that. Did we get beer anywhere? A beer from here. Beer from here. He's got his own beer. I might get him like. I still want to see food.
The shop. Diddly squash.
The shopping basket. Can you take him some beach?
Yes, you get one.
Wherever you can.
So maybe get a pint of milk because I haven't got a fridge to put it in because of obviously miles from home. So I'll get, I should have got a basket actually. I'll just have to show you what I get when I buy it because I'm going to buy it. Maybe I'll fill them at the same time.
There we go.
Right, starting to rain now. But I got myself, I'll say how much it costs like, but I'll go where it's a bit drier and maybe show you. So it's quite quiet outside obviously because it's starting to might get a seat inside. I don't know what I get, something out there and get a seat. In fact, I'll show you what I got first of all. Never going to get a quiet spot here like the Benson burger. Got one of the pager things, once that buzzes I go up and collect it from there. I'll show you what I got from the shop. £51 all that cost. Including the bag. It was £12. Burger down with this. Much a novelty. Won't be able to drink this because it's got alcohol in it, so I'll just have to wait till later on, off drink or something for a while because I've got the car, you see. That was delicious. As you can see, I scoffed a lot. Right, so I should. So I'll maybe go and get myself a soft drink or something. Because I looked at that can, it had alcohol in it, I said I can't have it dried. So I'll just get a soft drink just now. Got myself a bottle of non-alcoholic drinks just to wash that down. So, I've had my little refreshment, the burger and the drink. It was quite pricey though, it was very dear, but then it is a novelty, so like I say, that stuff I got for the shop that I showed you, that cost £51 and the burger was 12, and that bottle of apple juice, nettles, was £2.75 I think it was, so that's a one-off novelty. But anyway, it's quite nice. The view behind us as well. Diddley squat farm rock. So it's brightened up again, it's not so bad. It's raining, that's why all the mud is just... I had that kind of stuff on down there, you know, for the queuing up, it wouldn't be so bad, but... Anyway, show you the views. So I'll have a wee seat there and just enjoy the view. It's not long in drying off the benches in the sunshine. So I get another picture. Just enjoy the view. So that's the wee visit to the Diddley Squat Farm. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to Chipping Norton. It's a village about 2 miles from here. So I'm going to have a look at that. I'll clean my shoes first though. Actually, I'm absolutely manky now. But it's a farmer's shop here. It's a nice visit. Very busy. So yeah, so that's the visit done. I visited, as I said, just going to make my way to the Chipping Norton. I'll get some of the footage as I drive from there on the way into the village for you as well. Right, so I'm back in the car. It's a lovely, nice sunny Friday afternoon, just a stone throw away from Diddley Squat Farm, at the Diddley Squat Farm Overstall car park, mud bath. Anyway, I'm going to be to go to Chipping Norton now. What I'll do is I'll leave the camera on the stand there, windscreen stand bracket, and I'll get you the views when I go there. It's only a mile and 3/4 or something, so hopefully that won't make the video too long for you, but you'll get the nice scenery, hoping. I've never been, so I don't know what the scenery will be like, but I'm guessing it's going to be quite nice. So let's get ourselves off of this mud bath of a car park. Right, let's go to Chipping Norton, the English town or village. I've never been, so I think it's quite a small place. Right, let's go. Let's not get stuck in the mud. So this front wheel drive open diff. So open diff means that the wheel that slips is the one. Oh, I've got that on the wrong setting. The wheel that slips is the one that's on that's given the power, which is absolutely useless. Obviously, it's the wheel that's got the traction that should have the power. That's what a semi or closed diff will do. It'll transmit power to the wheel that's got the grip. But an open diff, your conventional diff, standard diff, will uselessly put torque to the wheel that's spinning, and the wheel that's got traction gets no power. But that's how a differential works. You see, when you're cornering, it's sort of what differentiates the speed between the wheel, because your inner wheel, the inner wheel in a circle when you're turning is going to be covering a shorter distance compared to the outer wheel. So the outer wheel's got to go faster than the inner wheel. That's the differential. The differential gearbox works. So it's transmitting power to the. It's like planetary gears. It's quite complex to explain. You're better seeing an illustrator, like an illustration. Go to Google, put in how a diff works, and you get a good animated movie of it. I was going to change the settings, so that's better. I was trying to get the settings the correct way. So what I better do is get these windows rolled up a wee bit, because if the wheels spin, all that mud is going to go right into here. So, but the trick is, when you're on here, just keep it slow and steady, and braking as well, same thing. Although it's got anti-lock brakes, it's just like driving on ice or snow, just treat it the same. So I'm going to be turning right, I presume. Sat nav's not giving me any instructions. I don't like the way that looks like I'm going to ground. I don't like the way it's. In fact, the sat nav isn't really giving me any instructions. But I don't like the way I've actually. It's going to ground. I'll take it easy here. Fucking hell. I thought the front of the car was going to ground off the. Just at the angle, it looked a bit precarious there, but it didn't. So I'm getting nothing on the sat nav. That's helpful. That's really helpful. That. It's no doing. It's not responding. It's on, but it's just not responding. I don't really need it because the sign's there anyway. 3 miles, 2 miles. That would have been nice if it. Alright, get there eventually. Spin, because the tyres have still got a lot of mud on them. So sat nav is about as much use as a chocolate teapot at the moment. It's just not doing anything. It's showing me the route, but it's not saying nothing. I'll maybe have to stop and reprogram it. I don't think I need it anyway, but I always like to have it there just to keep us on the right track, you know. But I suppose it's maybe because I've reset it in a field or something, because it didn't know where it was. But I can't stop here, it's a no stopping road because it's got the single white line on the edges, so I want to find somewhere to here. I'll stop here momentarily. Just make sure the pavements are clear when I do that. They are. Just stop for a second. So I'll pause at a safe time.
41 p.m.
Right, that's fine, I've got it on now. I just had to reprogram it because I wasn't I don't think it was calibrated right the way, because I probably put the directions in when I was in the field and it didn't recognise it as a road, and it must have just threw the sat nav out of sync because it was just not registering anything. But now that I'm on the road, it's recognising it now. I mean, it's signposted at me, I can go with it, the sat nav. So I'm on the A361. I'm going to make a turn left at the circle, which is a continuation of the A361. So I'm going to go to the Burford Road. Well, actually on Burford Road, it's just a continuation of Burford Road, that's the local name. Another chip of Norton already. Oh well, that was quick, a lot quicker than I thought. It's because I've set it to the centre of I just put chip and Norton, so it's about another half mile, 3/4 of a mile, and I'll be in the centre. So it is a bit of a town, it's not just a wee village, so I thought it may have been. It's nice buildings though, that yellow sort of sandstone brick. It's quite good. Wow. There was an episode of Clarkson's Farmer where he was in the town hall. I think it was Chipping Norton Town Hall. It was just sort of like a meeting with the locals regarding his farm. I think it was a town hall, it's 20 mile an hour school. So Chipping Norton School on the right. Primary or a high school, I'm not sure which. Probably a high school.
After 300 yards, cross the roundabout and take the first exit, A361, Burford Road.
Town centre, so it is actually a town. I just thought when I shot I'm sure I saw it on Clarkson's Farm episodes, I just thought it was smaller. I just got the impression it was a village, you know, but it's actually quite a bit bigger.
Cross the roundabout and take the first exit. Go right on the roundabout and take the second exit, A361, West Street, then sharp right, High Street.
So this is the main High Street, I suppose, the main roads through it. This is what there is to see right in the heart of Chipping Norton. A town hall, Chipping Norton Music Festival. I wonder if that was the town hall that he did the thing on. I think I look again. Euro. Jeez. So electronics, the kitchen domestic shop. It's Enviro 300 bus in front with the Cummins engine, Voith transmission, 63 plate. It's predecessor to the Enviro 200 MMCs. Like a super dart would be the other way of looking at it. It's just like a Dennis dart, like a super Dennis dart. Extended length. So stagecoach buses obviously seem to favour a lot of these now, Enviro 200s. I personally prefer the full-size single-deckers, the buses with the big wheels, like the Volvos, the B7s, the B10Ls, all these things. I like bigger, the big full-size bus. That thing in front will gross weight at about 14.5 tonne. There's the full-size wheel ones gross in at 18 tonnes, like the big Arctics, like the big trucks, same axles, but that's regarded as a midi bus. It's fleet number 36930, so I'm pretty sure that's an Enviro 300, Alexander Dennis Enviro 300. Certainly got a Voith gearbox, you could hear it for a year. And that place I was at Croydon in London, that Voith place, that's where the gearboxes were engineered. So that's that high pitch frequency. I got this. That's what that is. So I've got a high street shops now.
After 100 yards, sharp right, High Street, then
Short
you have reached
stay
your destination.
car park. If we get somewhere to park, well, it's quite nice down there on the left.
Sharp right, then you have reached your destination.
So now in the centre, Mighty Pie Company. Chipley Norton Town Hall. I just saw the sign for it. Well, no, it's not. It must be pretty far from here. Right, I'm going to have to I'll go through it and then I'll double back and come back into the centre and
After 100
I'll
yards,
park.
bear right,
We'll get somewhere to park
A44,
and I'll have a
London
walk around
Road,
foot.
then turn left.
So, sat nav's directly back. I think that's just going to be heading out if
Bear
I go
right,
straight up.
then
So I'm going
turn
to.
left.
I've seen wood markings like that before. Heck. Some car that. Starting or something. Right, Spring Street. Car parked in there. I'll have a look down over there, just at the foot of the hill here. It's going down a bit.
Turn right, Marlborough Road.
Turn that off because I'm on here now. I don't need it now. So. I think this is just heading out. This is heading out. So what I'll do is I'll get myself back into the centre of Chip Norton again. I'm just turning round on Park Road. Do a U-turn here. I think there's a short stay car park. See, at least doing it this way, showing you on the cameras and driving, you get to see a lot more than what it would take me ages to walk all this, so I could cover, show you and for myself as well for later. So that road is heading out to the town. That's heading out of the town, by the way, so I've just covered all the main areas. This is kind of like the bottom areas, I suppose, the residential areas, so there's just more houses and that. As much as I like seeing the architecture of the houses and etc, I do different types of streets, but I'm limited for time and trying to focus my attention on the centre of Chip Norton as a whole, just in general. So, this margins are cute, they're not very. What the heck is bloody mess? Double mini roundabouts and everything. Fucking hell. So you could do be getting a bit clearer on that so it's easier to see the markings. Maybe some just better give railings. Free house, plural. I don't think I'll get parked there on the left, so we'll just go down to that. That's free car park, short stay car park. Free short stay car park. Well, that does it then. It's free, is it? So I've got to. If I see the word free, that's got to be a good sign. not letting me through. Ah, well, it's free, but is there any spaces? I don't think there is. In fact, there isn't. I'm not really one for sitting around waiting on people leaving from the space, so if there's no one available, I'll just go and drive elsewhere and find another one. And there's probably some up there. Right, instead of filming all this boring bit, I'll just stop and I'll restart the video when I get parked. So I got myself a space down here. I just went down, reversed it a wee bit. I went down that road. The car parks is back up there, so I got a space at the side here. So it's Monday to Saturday, 8 AM to 6 PM, 30 minutes, no return within an hour. 30 minutes, that's fine. That's fine. So I'm just going to quickly have a wee look around here. Because after this I've got to go to Barrow and Furness to spend the night there. And then tomorrow I'll go back home to Dundee. But I want to break the journey up rather than drive all the way from London to Dundee and break the journey up. I'll do a wee bit more video on in Barrow and Furness either tonight or tomorrow before I set off, just briefly. But anyway, let's have a wee look around Chipping Morton. So it's lovely wee sort of nice houses and that. So I'll go and get out and have a walk around the high street. Just looking at the car tyres and that and some other cars, a lot of mud on them, probably guess where we've been, eh? I don't know where we've been. Just looking at a lot of mud on all the tyres. So that'll be dragged there. Yeah, it'll get dragged everywhere, won't it? So no prizes to guessing what nearby visitor attraction that was. Anyway, it's just a wonder. So what I've got to find is some nice cafe, tea room or something. See if we can find somewhere nice like that. Sort of this pie shop there. I've actually had quite a lot as it was, so I'm not actually that hungry. Oh, what do they do, like cakes and stuff? They do fruit pies. Yeah, I'm sure. I'll have a look around first. So I've set myself a task to find a lovely cake shop, tea room, something like that. A Cafe Nero, but I want something more local, kind of like more traditional local sort of thing. Because I don't want the mainframe stuff like cost. I want something, as I say, more local, like, you know. Might try out the rustic bean coffee house. Hopefully they're still open. What's the time? It's like 8 minutes past 4, so I didn't really have an awful lot of time to go wandering around too much because there's limited time parking and that. So I'll go and try in there, and hopefully they're still open. I'll go get a coffee and a bit of cake or something nice out there. It shuts at 4, so I think a lot of things seem to close early. It's not that important. I always want like a kind of country tea room like sort of thing, you know. But it's shut. I think most of the places are shut. It's like a restaurant. I'm not really wanting anything like that. It's just a coffee, you know, from a nice coffee room, you know, country feeling sort of. But I've not got that much time, so I'm just going to just have a look around and then decide what I'm going to do after. See, there is this like box, that's a hotel. I don't particularly want to be having to go all that length, Ken. It's just a really novelty more than anything else, you know. It's not that important. I'll probably just have a can of juice in the car. I've got a bootload of tins of juice and stuff. I'll have that and a packet of crisps. I'm not even that hungry. It was just for the sake of it, really, because I was visiting. And sometimes I like to do that. I'm going somewhere nice and try a lovely cafe, but I know I make too much fuss. But I'm limited for time as well, so as I say, it was mainly just to see what this place was like. There's obviously more to it, but this is just the main central area. Oh, that one. I think that's a Volvo B70L, judging by the sound of the cooling fan. So, see, that would have been alright, but they're shut. So I walked past it earlier, but I knew they were closed, so that would have been ideal. It's sort of more tradition. So you get to see the Cafe Nero and all that, you get the mainstream Starbucks and that, you know. Not really wanting that, I was wanting something more local, you know. But, yellow brick. A lot of the buildings around this area have that kind of yellow brick like material. You know, it's just a sort of kind of tan colour. It's just be where they locally get the materials from, the quarry, and that. It must be a local quarry or something, the local area where they get that abundance of I don't know, sandstone, is it? Pretty much covered quite a bit. I'm not sure what I'm going to do now. I'll just not sure what to do. I'll just have a way of just going to have a rest, I think. I'll maybe go down, move my car somewhere because I'm limited to half an hour when parked. Maybe see if we can get a space up here or just move it around a bit because it's 2 hours no return within an hour. The other one is half an hour no return within 2 hours, something like that. But I'm just going to have a rest, so I'll probably just get something at the boot of the car, just have a seat, just chill it, and then I'll start deciding to make a move up to Barrow and Furness. So I've kind of done quite a bit today, and I had a long drive from London to the farm. Right, I'm going to have a wee rest and I'll decide what I'm going to do after. Right, so I'm just having a wee refreshment in the car, actually, just sitting there apart. I just need to get my breath back. It's amazing just to have a wee seat and some fruit, liquids and that, and a wee, just a rest, feel better. So I've decided I'm going to go to Chadlington Village Hall. This is the village hall that Jeremy Clarkson went to in season 2. There was a bit of a sort of row between angry residents of Chadlington, and there was disputing about the farm, about his farm or something. If you go to Amazon Prime and watch the season 2 Clarkson's farm, I think it's episode 2, I think it was the last one I watched. I'm still in the process of watching season 2. So I'm going to have a look at Chadlington anyway. I'm going to drive there, have a look at Chadlington, the village of Chadlington, which is only a couple of miles from the farm. In fact, I'll just check that. I'll just put it in my sat nav. It's not far. It's actually 3.8 miles. So it's Chadlington Village, Chadlington Memorial Hall. So, but I'm not going to record the journey because it'll make the video just too long. I'll just start filming when I get to Chadlington. So, right, so I'll just finish off my wee refreshment here, and then I'll making my way there. So apparently Jeremy Clarkson lives in Chipping Norton somewhere. So just visiting Chipping Norton as well. So I'm going to make tracks for the Chadlington now, as I said earlier. I was just doing a bit of reading on Google while I'm having a refreshment, and I was just learning a bit more about the area. I was just looking at the internet here. It says that Jeremy Clarkson's house is in Oxfordshire. The house is situated nearby to Chipping Norton's Bowls Club and Cotswolds Gate Park. So I might go and have a wee look. I might have a look at the area where he lives. I'm a fan of Jeremy Clarkson. I like his shows and that. So I'm just going to have a look anyway. According to this, So Chipping Norton's Bowls Club and Cotswolds Gate Park, situated nearby Chipping Norton's Bowls Club. I'll have a look, and then after that I'll go to Chadlington. I'll get there eventually. It's just that I'm looking online and just deciding what I was going to do. I just came across that there, so I'll do that first, and then I'll go to Chadlington. Right, so I'm going to record a wee bit of the footage and just yards away from where he's supposed to live. Going by one of the things online. So the Bowls Club's on the right. It's meant to be round about here somewhere.
You have reached your destination.
So just the shout out Clarkson. See if he'll answer, is it? Clarkson.
You have reached your destination.
Right. Well, it's in this general area anyway, so I don't know. There's a building on the right. I spotted it earlier. So I don't know if that's it on the right. It's like a big grand building like with the gates. I mean, that could be it, I don't know. It doesn't specifically say where it is, but see, he blew up his house on one of these episodes of Grand Tour, I think it was. So I've went right past anyway. Pull in here. No, it's just full of potholes. I'll have to watch. Yeah, I'll go back round again. I'll go and drive past it again. I'll be on the left this time. So, because the camera's slightly angled towards the right, you probably wouldn't have saw as much. So I don't know, as I say, if that's really where he lives or not. I was looking online, so anything can be put online really. Again, I don't know if it's official or what, but if that's exactly where he stays. But what would I do anyway? Just have a look. It was just what I look where just see where he stays really. That's only bottom areas on the left, so it's going to be a amongst there somewhere, I would have thought, in that area, because according to the map it's somewhere in there. And that entrance looked quite grand, you know, the gate and cabinet in there looked quite sort of plush with the key fob thing to get in. Like coded entrance. So it could be there. There's not really anywhere to stop, to park. You can't really stop on his drive. But you know, at the gate entrance, I don't really have any business there. Like, you know, I'd like to meet him, obviously. You might get a bit of view from there. I'd probably have to park somewhere up in Chippenham and walk back. Could maybe do that. So I'll go and find somewhere to park and then I'll see what I could do. Right, so I've got somewhere parked, and I'm going to have a wander up towards the area where it said online where he's supposed to live. Just excited to be nearby, that's all. I'd like to meet him, be kind of fan of his. So. That's the boat club down there. Great how it does that, right? So it's a nice bit of countryside. I wonder if I could. So I don't mind get dirty again. I cleaned all my shoes earlier before I got in the car with the farm, and then I went to go in there again. Well, I'm going to get mucky again. Right, so I'm going to have to be careful. I'm on the roadside. There isn't any pavements here, so I'm just walking against the traffic and keeping to the side. I'll just have a wee look down there and see. Well, there's not much to see really. I suppose I could only just say that I've been here, or in the area where it's allegedly stays, going by what I've read online. Some kind of allotments or something. Garden allotments on the left. Right, I'm going to just make my way along. Just on the outskirts of Chippenham. So I wonder if that's his house there then. I don't really want to zoom in and invade anybody's privacy, but I might not, I don't know, can't be sure. So it's a big sort of mansion down there anyway, so I don't know who lives there, but just to say, it looked like that was what it says on the map, but anything could be put online. So I kind of hoping it was. It'd be great to bump into him, you know. Get a selfie, autographs, tell him I'm a fan of him. I've been to his farm. I've been watching Top Gear for decades. Well, yeah, decades. I remember in the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s. Yep. Over from Chippenham towards the bowling area. Say it is somebody's house, you know, doesn't matter how famous they are, I've still got to treat their privacy with privacy. That's their house, you know. I don't know whose house it is. It could be, and even if it was, so I've got to just be reasonable, you know. I can't just invade their privacy. It's just have a wee sort of look from here, it's just to say that I've been near it again. But I'm not going to go zooming the camera right into there because, as I say, I don't know. I've not got any business here really. I don't have any appointments with him, but I wouldn't want that done to my house. But it might be. I'm not going to really zoom right in though. I'll just show you briefly. So I don't know if that's his house or not, but I've got to respect the privacy because, as I say, I haven't any arrangements to be here. And I'm a fan of his, you know. That's just to say the novelty of being here. Oops. We'll go a bit further down. The public sides of the. I haven't crossed over any boundary walls or anything like that. I'm certainly not going to do that. I'm staying on the public side. The age is scrubbing all the muck off my shoes and off my jeans from the farm, and then walking back out in the country again and get them all filthied. There's no pavement, so I've not really got any option. So quite close by. I stood past that thing there and the gates opened. I'm not walking in, like. I can't really go zooming the camera in there because it is private, you know what I mean? It's somebody living there, I can't just do that. But it might be that it's opened. It must be a sensor or something. I just did have a closer look, and it's opened automatically. So I don't know if this is outside Jeremy Clarkson's house or not. As I say, it was just something online that pointed me in this direction. It gave me the impression that it is, so I don't really know for sure. But if it is, then I could say I've been to one of these houses, one of them. I know that I watched one of his houses getting blown up on one of the episodes of, he blew it up himself. I was on the episode, God, I can't remember, was it the later Top Gear or was it the Grand Tour or something, I can't remember, but I remember he blew this up. So this will be another one of them. He's obviously had that one. If this is one, that'll be one of his houses. So I don't really know the area where, I don't know who stays there. Like a sort of farm kind of area. There's a lot of cameras and stuff, so it could be a bit, but I thought there'd been more people here. But then they kind of harass people, so you've got to respect that. And at least they're not going in and bothering or anything like that, just having a look on the outside, public roadside. I think that'll probably do then, so I'm going to just start heading back because it's kind of heading out the area that and further away from Baden Park. And I still want to go to Chadlington as well, so I'll get on the other side. So I'll start recording just now because this is the. You would have saw this on the dash anyway, so. There's not really much to. There's not really much more. I just want a closer look when I was here. I just want a closer look. So, you know, on foot, because when you're whizzing past in the car, it's better to actually have a closer look, like, you know, on foot, more detailed. So I couldn't do that when I was, you know, driving past, but so after all this effort, I hope that is one of his houses. I really do. It'd be a disappointment if it wasn't. But I'm having this other argument because it's absolutely exhausted. Right, so I'll just kind of like start recording again when I'm on route to Chadlington. Take any photos of it because it's not really. You know, I won't take any photos for putting online because it isn't really. You know, it's private. You know what I mean? It's somebody says, so I can't just do that. I know I take a still of it. In case you wonder why there isn't any stills of it. I'll get back on the other side. There's just a bloody big puddle on that side. So. Right, that'll do for me. I've had another look online and I know that I've got it right what it says. I went to where it said online. I don't know how accurate I don't know if it's correct or not, but I've certainly went to what it said online where Jeremy Clarkson lives, and that looks like I had another look there as I was heading back, just checked that again online, and it definitely says here, so I know that I've come to the right place. Whether or not it is actually his hiss or not, I don't know. I can only go on the strength of what it said online on that website, and a few other ones sort of point in the general area. So I kind of hope it is, so I could say that I've been to his hiss. I don't know how many houses he's got, like, but I know that I watched one episode where he blew one of them up. So this is obviously another one of them. This is another house. Well, if he is actually living there, I don't know. As I say, I'm only going by what it says on the web. But I don't have any invitations or nothing, so I can't just go and waltz in there and start videoing and filming. I can only do what I can from the, on the public road. But that certainly looks like it anyway. That's certainly what it said on the map that it's there. So this is just looking at the surrounding area, the countryside that it's in. And Chipman Norton's just up there where I've been, and just looking over towards the wooded areas. So I'm going to make my way to Chandleton before it gets too dark. Out to Charlington, I passed by the farm again, so there's nobody here. I've got this area to myself to get pictures of the iconic sign. So Charlington's just down there. I didn't think it would be so quiet. So I actually got parked next to all your photos of the car and everything. There's nobody else about. So I'm just on the outskirts, right on the edge of Charlington, and just going away to go in it now. So I'll get a wee bit of footage for you on the camera phone, dash cam, or the windscreen camera holder bracket thing. Coming into Charlington, and I've put the destination for the village hall where Jeremy Clarkson would have, well, it was like the kind of meeting with the locals and that. You watch the episode of Clarkson's Farm season 2, and I think it's episode 2 in season 2 of Clarkson's Farm, where he meets the Charlington villagers to discuss his farm. There's like a I don't know, like a village meeting. Apparently it seemed like it was a heated meeting.
At the end of the road, turn left, Chapel Road.
Just watch the
then
episode.
You have reached your destination. It is on your left.
So there's not as much here.
Turn left, then you have reached your destination. It is on your left.
Charlington Palace. So that's probably just going to be heading out. So I'll maybe go back down there again, just to go back down that way to show you the footage. But this is on
after 200 yards, you have reached your destination. It is on your left.
Memorial Hall.
You have reached your destination, Chapel Road. It is on your left.
I don't know if I could, I can't get in there, I'm pretty sure I won't be able to drive. Maybe I could have, I don't know. I'll just stop here for now. I don't know, Ken, if I should just, it looked like somebody's house. I don't know if that's the one he was at or no. It looked like, maybe it was. It just looked smaller. And it looked, on the telly, on the programme, it looked a lot bigger, but that looks too small. I don't think that. There's only one hall here, I think. It's got to be that one. I'll go back, obviously. Maybe it was. I just got a glimpse of it there. It might be. I don't know if I want to drive in. I'll maybe walk in, have a look first. I'll go through the village here just to get footage of that for you as well. So this is, as I said, Chadlington. Oh, that's a bit of a church on the nice buildings. It's that sandstone, they're built with that sandstone brick again, that yellowy kind of. So it must be the local materials that they use for the buildings in this area. So, and I think we're getting turned to, now that's just going to head out. So, I'll turn here. So I'm not on the national speed limit yet, I'm just going to do a reverse here. So that's what we get. I'm going to go around in there. So I'm just basically heading back into the village. So I think that's pretty much what that was there. I don't know if I could drive in because I don't know. You see what I mean? I didn't want to go just driving in there without checking, especially if I'm recording for YouTube. You know what I mean? I've got to check it first just to see what the story is, because I don't even know for sure if that was the hall. I'm not 100% sure. I suspect it is, like. So that's like a churchy sort of building right there as well. There's not nearly as much here as there was in Chipping Norton. Well, there's hardly anything here. It's nice buildings and that, they look quite picturesque, you know. So I think I'll do is I'll just get myself parked. So I'm parked about here, I think. I'm not blocking anything, I'll stop a wee. Chapel Road. So on the right there, I think that's it. But I'll go and check first. So there's a lot of stuff here. On the information board, but I say I don't really know. I'll go and have a look in there first before I go and marching in there with my camera. I'll just go and have a wee check first. So it seems like a kind of public well, it's got Charlington Sports Club, funded 1912, a building behind me. And just in front of me there is the Memorial Hall. So I'll get a better views than that. Century Field, Charlington Sport Club. So I kind of really, seems sort of like this would be it. It looked a bit like that on the, you know, when you see something on the telly, it's hard to really tell. You don't get the full the view of the building, but you just get parts of it. That's just, about 99%, that's it. And the building that the Jeremy Clarkson went in was the village hall, was that one there. So I only really saw the episode once, and I didn't really study the building as such, but I'm sure this was it. Like, in the quite certain that's it. You know. So I was speaking to a friendly local there, and she says that is the hall that Jeremy Clarkson and the villagers all had their meeting. They're quite. I was just concerned with the parking on the roadsides at the farm. The house, Jeremy Clarkson's house, it's up that way now. On the website where I went to earlier, that's what it said on the web. So I went there, I went to where it said on the web. But I showed the local there, the friendly local that was speaking to. I showed her, and it's not that one, but it's another area not far from here, closer to here, I kind of pinpointed it on the Google map. So I'm going to go up to where it is nearly in that general area. I can't get in, like there is a public footpath apparently that I could walk up and get a view of the house. So I'm going to quickly do that because it's not far from here. I actually drove past it on route to here. It was the farm, Diddley Squat Farms on the right, so I was heading down in this direction to Charlington, passing Diddley Squat Farm on the right. So once I passed that, I continued on down, and on the left it's somewhere about there before I get to Charlington. But so I'd be quite excited to do that. But as I say, I went by the first time. I just went by what I said on the web. But that is definitely the hall that Jeremy Clarkson went to, where they had the Charlington villagers all met in here on that episode of Clarkson's Farm, season 2, and I think it's episode 2. So I've really done all I could. That's really all I was want to do, just be here, like, and so I've been to the hall, and I'm going to quickly go and have a look at where the house is, Jeremy Clarkson's house, in that area. Obviously I'm not going to get in there, I'm not going to go into the grounds or anything, we're just going in the public path. But so right, I better get moving before it gets too dark. So I'll just get one last look at this, and I'll get another wee photo of it. I'll get a better photo. Right, that'll do. Right, let's get this set up. So I'll show you the footage because it's only 3/4 of a mile away. Going by the map, I'm pinpointing it onto my sat nav, so I'll try and. It's really getting quite dark now, unfortunately. If I'd known that earlier, I would have definitely went there. But as I said earlier, I only went by on the information that I got, researched on, and so I did exactly that. I got there and went there on the semi-belief that I knew that I went to where it said on. It looked like I always questioned it. It looked like it was legit.
After
but
200
I could just
yards,
be wrong.
turn right,
The website
west
I went
end.
to, it's quite hazy. It wasn't really, you know. I don't know how accurate that it was, but
Turn
I certainly
right.
followed it to the exact point where it said. That's where I was going to go earlier, down there, but there's not really much to see down there. I don't know what's down there to see. It doesn't look like there's much, but I want to get to the Clarkson's house. I'm nearby it. Now obviously I've got to respect privacy. I can't just go into a private area. I certainly wouldn't be zooming in or anything like that, because I respect people's privacy. I just want to be in the area and say that I've been to myself, that I've actually been there at one of these houses, and I'll just show you the view from the public area without zooming in or anything, because I'm not going to zoom in on anybody. I'm not invading anybody. I'm not
After
going to invade
500
anybody's
yards,
privacy.
bear right, then you have reached your destination. It is on your right.
So it's just going back up the road towards Diddley Squat Farm. So it's over on the right somewhere. There's a turning. It's just turning there.
Bear
Actually.
right, then you have reached your destination. It is
no.
on your right.
No, I can't really go in there, but that wouldn't.
You have reached your destination. It is on your right.
Towards a public path. So what I'm going to have to do is find a proper place to park, because obviously I can't park here, so I'm going to wait and find that now. So I've parked responsibly. The local that I spoke to earlier has met Jeremy Clarkson, so she knows what she's talking about, and this is the directions that I got to get here. So I've got the directions to the public path, which from there you could see Jeremy Clarkson's house. So, footpath only. No horses, bikes or vehicles. Private land. No access without permission. Bullen Field. So I won't be going through that bit. But this bit here is public. So I can get through this bit here. So this is the public path, I believe. Go through this gate, and up at the top there, I think his house, or is it? That's certainly, that may be the house that was told it was Jeremy Clarkson's house. So that'll probably do. I can't really go up there and start filming because, not for public anyway, because it is, you know, his private house, and I've got to respect people's privacy. So I can't put this online any further than this. I can only put what I've got from here, and that's probably enough, because you've got to be, you know, you've got to respect people's privacy. So, right, so that'll do for Jeremy Clarkson's. Well, I believe so. That's his house. Okay. Oh, I can see a drone or something, or is that plane it was? It's probably a base security drone, I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, that'll do for now. I'll just get heading back to my car because it's getting late, it's getting dark. So that's all I could do for video and for public photos and videos. That's all I can do as far as here, because I'm not going to invade on people's privacy and publicise that. So, right, see you at the back of that car. Right, so that's just going to wait to round off the video, and then I've got about a 200-mile drive to Barrow and Furness, so it's going to be quite late. It's obviously it's a long drive ahead. Oh, it's a good day. Done a lot today. Oh, tired. So I got less sleep yesterday. I was up really early, well, earlier than normal. Anyway, I'll round the video off. So it was good. Visited a lot. Okay, right, I better get making a move to my hotel. Right, just see what else I put on my channel. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you later on, okay? Bye for now.